Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Lab. Like always, if you're new here, hi and welcome. This is a place where I get to share my opinion about movies I've watched and tell you what I liked and disliked about the movies. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, so the movie I will be discussing today is Knives Out. Yes. Before I do that though, as always, spoiler alert, this review has a lot of spoilers, so don't listen to it if you didn't watch the movie. You've been warned, okay? So Knives Out is a 2019 American mystery film written and directed by Rian Johnson and produced by Johnson and Ram Bergman. A modern Hood unit. Okay, sorry about this. I'm tongue-tied today. Anyways, the film follows a master detective investigating the deaths after a family gathering gone awry, gone bad, basically. The film features an incredible cast of amazing actors and actresses, such as Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, Catherine Langford, etc. Christopher Plummer. You know, there's like an amazing cast in this movie. So the movie was premiered on September 7th in 2019, obviously, in Toronto Film Festival, and it made, I can't even get the number out, it's too much. It made $309.2 million worldwide, obviously, against a $40 million budget. Like, wow. It made so much money for the budget it was made. Okay. It was, okay. Anyways. So, basically, the movie is about a wealthy crime novelist, Harlan Thrombey, obviously, who invited his family to his, I'm gonna try to read this. I always mistake the name of the state. Anyway. Massachusetts. Thank you. Massachusetts. Yes. Massachusetts mansion. I'm gonna stop saying it before I actually lose my mind. And his mansion for his 85th birthday party. The next morning, Harlan's housekeeper, Fran, finds him dead with his throat slit, basically. The police, actually, who came looking after they were called, obviously, believed it was suicide. But an anonymous party of that family paid Private Eye Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, to investigate, thinking that maybe it was a murder. So throughout the investigation, Blanc learns that Harlan's relationship with his family was stained, okay? And each of them has a reason, even a small one. Even if it's small, they all had reasons to murder him, okay? I mean, I won't really say the reasons, and I won't say the names, obviously, of, the family members until you discover them for yourselves. And, I'm trying not to spoil as much because I know that some people won't listen to what I said earlier about that spoiler alert, and they will continue listening to the podcast, and I'm trying not to spoil as much for them. So this movie basically was inspired by an Agatha Christie story. I'm not really sure which one, but it was inspired by one of them. And it is, okay, the movie is amazing. I'm gonna try not to spoil as much. When I say he had a nurse, Harlan, yes, I have to talk about that. Harlan Thrombey had a nurse that he paid. She wasn't, he hired, himself. She wasn't like with working at a hospital or anything. She wasn't registered anywhere So he just hired her himself, and he just kept her around because she was the only person that he could trust in his family. That's how like effed up his relationship with his family was. It's incredible. So he kept her around, and she was like his closest, and she knew every single detail about like the dirt. She knew the dirt and the tea about his family and what they were doing to him. So I'm just gonna stop it right here. I just needed to talk about his nurse, because obviously she's a very important, she's a very important asset in this movie. Her name was Marta. She's a very, very important character in this movie, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna say anything because you guys can go and discover it for yourselves. So, moving on to my opinion about this movie. So, this movie is incredible. I effing loved it. I'm trying not to curse. I fucking loved it. I know. I adored this movie. I love murder mystery, whether it's books or stories or films or whatever, because it's so exciting and it's so thrilling. And with this movie, just as you're about to discover the truth, know what's going on and who is the murderer and what happened, just something switches. It switches 360 degrees. You wouldn't know how on earth everything happened. So I suggest you, if you're gonna watch this movie, buckle up and just sit tight and notice the details. The details in this movie are very, very important. This movie is very, very tricky, and it's really, really good. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Here, I said it, I know, but it was made really, really well. The details, the movie, the actors, the performance of the actors, just everything was well done. Everything was well played. Everything was just amazing. And I know people are not so many people like murder mystery films, because usually they're not, the plot is mixed up, but this movie is really amazing. You would be completely going in a certain direction and thinking that, oh, this is the person that has done this, this is the person that killed, this is the person, and at first you would think that one of the family members obviously did it, and one of them I think did it. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna talk, because the way they introduced the characters, they made them look like each of them had an important reason to kill their father or their grandfather, because there are children there, if you know what I mean. It's one of them. I know I'm rambling so much, but you guys, I loved it. I know I say that in every movie review, but seriously, I love this movie. I can't. It is, and it is also a movie that you can watch with your family and discuss later on. Okay, we started watching the movie around midnight. We finished it around 2 a.m., something like that. It was me, my brother, and my mom. And seriously, we kept on talking for an hour. We slept until 3 a.m. or 3:15 a.m. Thank God we didn't have anything to do the next day, but seriously, we just kept on talking about the movie and discussing what happened and how it happened and how they knew, how they didn't know. I don't know. Listen, the movie is absolutely fantastic. It's a 10 out of 10. I really recommend you guys watch this. Even if you want to watch it with your family around, it's gonna be so much fun, and you're gonna have so much fun watching it. Okay, so that's it, I guess. Thank you guys for tuning into this podcast. I really enjoy making these for you guys. Like, I know, like, for my closest friends and stuff like that, who just love movies as much as I do, or maybe who don't, because there are some people who really don't love movies as much as I do, but they still listen to my podcast, and like, I'm really, really grateful. Like, thank you guys. It really makes me happy, like, when I know that people listen to my podcast and like really enjoy them. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please stay safe out there. I hope you guys are so well. Like, please stay safe and make good choices, okay? Like, it's a dangerous world out there, so please protect yourselves and your loved ones. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.